You know, it's fascinating, isn't it? How those who challenge you, criticize you, even oppose you, become the very sparks that ignite your brightest flames. And as you think about it, you might begin to notice every word they speak, every glance they throw, every action they take, simply strengthens something deep inside you, doesn't it? Because whether you realize it or not, they're shaping you, sharpening you, polishing you into something far beyond even your own expectations. And perhaps you've already begun to feel it. That subtle shift inside, as you recognize their resistance is your momentum. Their doubt, it fuels your certainty. Their criticism, it refines your skill. Their hostility, it sharpens your focus. And all the while, your unconscious mind is discovering how to take that energy, that force, and transform it into something extraordinary, isn't it? Now, imagine this for a moment. Imagine standing at the edge of your own creative power. Feel that surge of inspiration rushing through you. Knowing it's unstoppable. As you breathe in that energy, isn't it wonderful to realize how effortlessly your mind weaves together ideas, solutions, and brilliance? Almost as if every challenge becomes a puzzle piece, sliding perfectly into place, to complete the masterpiece you're always meant to create. And you know, it's funny how the mind works, isn't it? Because even when you weren't aware of it, your unconscious has been learning how to see opportunities in opposition, learning how to thrive when others falter, learning how to turn every setback into a setup for success. And now you can begin to notice how this understanding grows, naturally, effortlessly, as you start to see yourself embracing this pattern more and more in your daily life. You might begin to realize at a deeper level than thought that your enemies are, in fact, your greatest allies in disguise, because they push you in ways that comfort never could. They stretch you in ways that ease would never dare. They demand of you the best, the boldest, the most brilliant version of yourself. And isn't it fascinating how every word they say, every action they take, seems to light a fire within you, a fire that burns brighter, hotter, more fiercely than ever before. And as that fire grows, you begin to notice something else. You notice how easily your mind now connects to this process, this belief, that every time someone doubts you, criticizes you, opposes you, attacks you, it's like a signal, a sign, a message to your unconscious that it's time to rise higher, think deeper, and create something so remarkable, even they can't ignore it. And isn't it amazing how natural this feels now? How right it feels to channel all of that energy into your greatest work. And as you think about this, you might also begin to notice a new sense of curiosity. A curiosity about just how far you can go when you embrace this mindset fully. About just how much you can achieve when every ounce of resistance becomes fuel for your fire. And as you wonder about that now, perhaps you're already starting to feel the excitement building. The excitement of knowing this belief is now a part of you, deeply, unconsciously, effortlessly. Because this is who you are now, isn't it? Someone who thrives under pressure. Someone who takes criticism and turns it into art. Someone who listens to the voice of opposition and hears only the call of greatness. And in this realization settles into the very core of your being. You might begin to notice how your actions, your decisions, your creations naturally reflect this truth. And maybe, as you take a moment to imagine your next challenge, you can already feel the spark of inspiration growing stronger, brighter, fiercer, because you know, without even thinking about it, that this belief, this empowering, unstoppable belief, is now as natural as your breathing. And as you take your next step forward, you might wonder just how much your best work is yet to come, and how much it will amaze even yourself. And isn't it fascinating how, just by shifting your focus, a whole new reality begins to open up before you? It's as if, in a single instant, your mind unlocks a treasure chest of untapped potential. Potential that's always been there, quietly waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. And that moment, my friend, is now. You see, what if it's true that every obstacle, every word of doubt, every seemingly negative comment, it's actually an invitation to discover a new level of strength, an invitation to uncover a hidden reserve of creativity, an invitation to reach beyond your limits and make the impossible feel like the inevitable. And as you think about it, isn't it remarkable how your mind effortlessly starts to shift, adapting to this belief with the same ease as breathing in and breathing out. In fact, you might notice how your mind, it already knows exactly what to do with all the external pressure around you. The more they push, the more you grow. The more they resist, the more you persist. And in this natural flow, you realize how easy it is for you to transform all that energy into something amazing, without effort, without struggle, but simply through the natural power of belief. Now think about this for a moment. Imagine every time someone tries to hold you back. A small, almost imperceptible shift occurs inside you. Without even trying, your thoughts, your focus, your attention, they shift into a state of laser-like clarity and purpose. Like a magnet, your mind draws inspiration from places you never even expected, turning those barriers into opportunities, those critics into your greatest motivators. And as you think about that now, doesn't it feel easy? Doesn't it feel effortless? As your unconscious mind continues to absorb these patterns, you might even begin to notice a new level of confidence bubbling up from within you. It's a quiet, unshakable knowing that no matter what happens, no matter who doubts you or criticizes you, it's all part of the plan. Every comment, every glance, every bit of resistance, it's now a part of your process. A process that naturally leads you to your highest achievements, your most creative breakthroughs. And the more you think about this, the more you realize this belief, it isn't something you need to try to make happen. No, it's already happening. In fact, your unconscious mind is now so aligned with this new way of seeing the world. Just like that, every challenge becomes a doorway. Every word of opposition becomes a stepping stone. Every moment of resistance is a perfect trigger for the next level of your success. And you might already notice how effortlessly this is happening now. Because you've shifted your perspective, haven't you? You've understood deeply and unconsciously that the universe, the world around you, is reflecting back to you the exact opportunities you need to grow. Every critique, every challenge, every word that might have once caused frustration now feels like a key that unlocks a deeper version of yourself, a version that's more skilled, more creative, more powerful. Isn't it amazing how easily your unconscious mind has made this shift? How naturally it happens. Like the turning of a page in a book you've always wanted to read, always knew was there, and now it's unfolding before you, with every word and every moment flowing in perfect harmony. And as you begin to realize this, something even more exciting happens. You start to notice how this belief begins to spread, like ripples across a calm lake. Your confidence grows in ways you never expected. Your creativity flows more freely. And as each day passes, you might notice how challenges become smaller, how resistance becomes irrelevant, and how your best work, your greatest achievements unfold naturally, as if it was always meant to be this way. It's a transformation you don't even need to try to force. No, it's natural unfolding, a deep unconscious process that allows you to move forward with ease and grace. And each time you're faced with doubt or opposition, your mind knows exactly what to do. It turns it into fuel, into energy, to inspiration. And with that, you effortlessly create something extraordinary. Something that not only surprises others, but surprises even you. And isn't it fascinating how your unconscious mind has already understood this pattern? How every time resistance shows up, your mind now knows how to turn it into motivation, how to turn it into innovation, how to turn it into your next breakthrough. It's as if you've been training for this your entire life. And now each challenge, it's simply another opportunity to prove just how unstoppable you are. So as you move through the world, isn't it exciting to know? With every step you take, you're becoming more and more aligned with this belief. No matter what comes your way, you'll rise to the occasion, stronger, wiser, and more creative than ever before. You've already planted these seeds deep within you. You've already accepted that your best work is born from the very things that seem to resist you. And this belief deepens, grows, and solidifies within your unconscious mind. You can already begin to feel the momentum building. This, my friend, is just the beginning. Your enemies, your critics, your challenges, each one plays a part in the unfolding of your masterpiece. And now, without even trying, they're creating the space for you to shine, to rise, to create. Isn't it amazing how this process happens so easily, so naturally? And you can feel that deep sense of satisfaction, knowing that you're right where you need to be, doing exactly what you're meant to do, effortlessly turning every bit of resistance into your most powerful force. And with that knowing, isn't it exciting to realize how quickly your next masterpiece is taking shape? How the universe itself is now working with you, supporting you, guiding you every step of the way. Isn't it wonderful to know, with each passing day, you're becoming more and more aligned with this new way of seeing the world? And it's already happening effortlessly without even thinking about it. And so, as you continue to move forward, it becomes easier, doesn't it? Easier to create, easier to innovate, easier to thrive. Because you know deep down that nothing can stop you. Nothing can hold you back. And every single person who challenges you, who resists you, it's simply helping you to reach your highest potential. And that feels good, doesn't it? The more you reflect on this, the more you realize every challenge you face is a golden opportunity to create your best work, an opportunity to express your highest self, an opportunity to turn every obstacle into a stepping stone. So as you continue on your journey, there's something interesting happening, something that feels almost like a natural unfolding, a process that's happening effortlessly. You may have already noticed, without even needing to try, the way you respond to challenges, oppositions, and criticism. It's shifted, hasn't it? It's almost so your mind now instinctively knows how to turn every ounce of resistance into pure fuel for your greatest success. And isn't it interesting how naturally your mind adapts, easily, smoothly, to this new perspective? It's almost as though your unconscious is working in the background, continuously sharpening your focus, making you more aware of how these external forces are just stepping stones, guiding you towards your next big breakthrough. You see, the more you think about it, the more you realize this belief is growing deep within you. The belief that your best work emerges when you face opposition. That with every challenge, your mind becomes more powerful, more creative, more inventive. And it's almost as if the universe itself conspires to help, to bring out the best in yourself, doesn't it? It seems with every challenge you get clearer, more focused, and more determined to express your true potential. In fact, you might notice your mind is already shifting into higher gear. Every negative word, every look of doubt, every bit of resistance now triggers something wonderful deep inside you. You can feel the energy rising to new heights. It's almost as if you've been drawn to something more, something grander. And each time something attempts to hold you back, you can already sense how effortlessly you transform the resistance into something even greater. You feel how it propels you forward. What's even more fascinating is, as your unconscious mind has already begun to see the opportunities where others might see barriers. Every comment, every action, every ounce of negativity is now an invitation to rise higher, to push harder, to become more of who you truly are. It's as if the challenges themselves were put there just for you, to show what you're truly capable of. And now, with every passing moment, you realize how natural it is to draw from that energy, to allow it to fuel your passion and creativity. Imagine for a moment how easy this happens now. With every thought of resistance, your mind automatically starts to shift, as though flipping a switch. In that very moment, your energy aligns perfectly with your goal. It's like your mind becomes a magnet, pulling in ideas, solutions, and strategies that will propel you towards your success, while those who try to hold you back only make that success come faster. Isn't that exciting to know that this is happening without any extra effort, naturally, unconsciously? And as you continue to experience this transformation, notice how your sense of clarity becomes sharper. You can feel how your focus, already laser-like, becomes even more potent. Every task becomes easier to complete. Every problem becomes easier to solve. Every idea seems to flow effortlessly from your mind. You've already embraced. With every challenge, you grow, you expand. You evolve into the version of yourself that creates what others could never even imagine. Isn't it amazing how you've already started to embody this belief so deeply, so unconsciously, that it's become a new part of your identity? You might even notice, with every challenge, you not only rise to the occasion, but you do so with more grace, more skill, more creativity. It's almost like you've been preparing for this all along. Like every step you've taken, every decision you've made has led you to this moment, this realization that you truly are unstoppable. And you may feel this excitement within you, that deep intuitive knowing that every moment of doubt, every bit of criticism, every challenge, it's simply a reminder of your strength, your potential. Your mind, your body, your very being now understands that nothing can deter you from reaching your fullest potential. Every external force is just a catalyst for your next creative leap. As you think about this, you might notice how effortless it feels, how natural it is for you to transform those external energies into something beautiful, something powerful, something that truly represents who you are. And as you move forward, you can feel that steady momentum building within you. You know, with each moment, each encounter, you're becoming more aligned with this powerful truth. You are at your best when you're challenged. The more you face resistance, the stronger you become. The more you create, the more you accomplish. This belief is now planted deep within you, woven into the very fabric of your mind, as naturally as breathing, guiding you towards success in every moment. It's almost as though this belief is like an invisible thread, connecting you to everything that you need to succeed. And as it continues to grow, you'll begin to notice it becomes second nature to take whatever life gives you and turn it into something extraordinary. You don't even have to think about it. It's automatic now. It's natural. It's who you are. And deep down, there's a part of you that already knows your greatest work. It's always just around the corner. It's waiting for you, ready to unfold at the perfect moment. Because now, you know, truly know, that nothing can stop you. Nothing can slow you down. Every challenge, every resistance, it's simply the fuel that takes you to even greater heights. And that, my friend, is an unstoppable truth. And as you reflect on this, you may find, with every challenge you encounter, it only brings you closer to that deep internal knowing your best work is waiting to be created. And the more you embrace this, the more effortlessly you'll begin to access your true potential. With every passing moment, you're becoming more and more aligned with this power, more and more capable of turning every obstacle into your greatest achievement. You are a force, and nothing can stand in your way.